This Side of Brightness, a 1998 novel by New York-based Irish writer Colum McCann, weaves together two parallel stories set decades apart. One follows Nathan Walker, an African-American laborer who arrives in New York City in 1915 to work on the subway tunnels beneath the city. The other centers on Treefrog, a homeless man living in the 1980s who makes his home high in the rafters of one of those very tunnels. Praised by Kirkus Reviews as a haunting novel by a rising literary talent, This Side of Brightness was a major breakthrough for McCann, who is now celebrated as one of Ireland's foremost contemporary authors. He later gained widespread acclaim for Let the Great World Spin, which won the National Book Award in 2009. The novel opens in 1915, focusing on a group of four sandhogs, workers digging subway tunnels under the East River. During their dangerous work, a pinhole forms above them, causing compressed air to blast violently through the tunnel. The men are thrown upward through freezing water and 25 feet into the air. While three survive, the body of the Irishman Con O'Leary is never recovered. Jumping to 1991, the story introduces Treefrog, a troubled homeless man who lives in an abandoned subway tunnel. His nest is perched precariously atop narrow I-beams near the tunnel's roof, accessible only by climbing, offering some safety from the many derelicts and addicts who roam below. A fellow tunnel dweller has rigged a stolen electricity supply, their sole source of comfort. Treefrog survives by collecting cans and bottles for small cash redemptions, but his mind is consumed by memories of his daughter and deep, unspoken guilt. The narrative shifts between these two timelines, Nathan Walker's life moving forward after the tragic accident, and Treefrog's reflections pulling him backward through his past. Following O'Leary's death, Walker feels compelled to care for O'Leary's grieving widow and their infant daughter, Eleanor. Despite being a black man from Georgia's Okefenokee Swamp, Walker earns respect among the sandhogs, eventually advancing to the risky position of front hog, leading the tunnel digging. As Walker supports Eleanor, their relationship grows into a complicated love affair. Choosing to marry despite the considerable risks of an interracial marriage in that era, they face relentless prejudice. Simple acts like shopping together become fraught with discrimination. Eleanor is even barred from trying on a hat solely because she is married to a black man. Her Irish Catholic parish church shuts its doors to her, so she chooses to be baptized as a Baptist in Harlem. Together, the couple has 3 children. Whenever possible, Nathan takes his son Clarence to sit in the front car of the subway, showing him the tunnels where he once worked and sharing the pride of what he and his fellow sandhogs accomplished. Over time, the Walkers' working-class neighborhood declines. In 1955, tragedy strikes when Eleanor is hit and killed by a local drug dealer showing off his new car. Clarence, whose promising academic future was cut short by the Korean War, retaliates by killing the dealer, and then a policeman who tries to arrest him. Forced to flee south, Clarence is ultimately shot dead by a Georgia officer. Devastated, Nathan travels to Georgia to claim his son's body. At the Atlanta police station, an officer greets him with a cold remark. "I got myself one of your kind in my family tree, just a swinging away from the highest branch." Back home, Nathan sleeps in Clarence's bed, then moves across to arrange pillows beside the ghost of his wife. Together, all 3 lie down as the soulful pulse of Louis Armstrong flows softly from the record player, soothing Nathan's torment. Nathan finds some comfort in Clarence's son, Clarence Jr., a fearless boy who loves balancing on rooftops. Inspired by stories of his grandfather's work, young Clarence grows up to build skyscrapers, bolting girders hundreds of feet above the ground. Like his grandfather before him, he thrives, marrying and having a daughter. One day, an aging Nathan, hobbled by arthritis, takes his grandson to visit one of the subway tunnels he helped build. Their visit goes tragically wrong when Nathan is killed by a train. Overwhelmed by guilt and grief, Clarence Jr. turns to alcohol. Interspersed throughout the narrative are glimpses into Treefrog's life. We learn he watches over Angela, a homeless woman suffering domestic abuse, whom he wants to protect or perhaps love. As his memories unfold, it becomes clear that Treefrog is none other than Nathan's grandson, Clarence Jr. In the novel's closing moments, it's revealed that in a spiral of alcohol-fueled self-loathing, Treefrog began abusing his own daughter. His wife left him, and since then he has haunted the subway tunnels. The final note is cautiously hopeful, hinting that Treefrog may be beginning to confront his guilt and shame. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this video, leave a like and subscribe.